Okay, so the latest info is that Matthias Ekström might be pulling out of this final due to technical problems. That means that Robin is first reserve driver for this final. So it might just have been shook around once again, Dan.
Yeah, so if the stewards weren't going to do it, Matthias is going to take it into his own hands and do it. So, of course, that will mean that Robin is lining up on the back row. But it does mean that this championship is not decided just yet.
We've said it several times, you know, that now he can relax, now he can celebrate, now he's got it. But there has been some incidents both in the semi-finals for Supercars, which means that it could perhaps still be wide open. We do see Matthias Ekström here looking very ready for the final, but behind him is Robin Larsson, which is he's driving past him looking more ready, and he will now go into the final. I'm almost at a little bit of loss of words, Dan, because we can now see Robin Larsson warming up tires in the background here, getting himself into the final. Matthias Ekström out with technical problems, meaning that the first reserve driver, Robin Larsson, gets a spot.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've seen this before in Rallycross, so I don't know why we didn't quite see it coming, to be honest, but here we are. Robin Larsson is in the final, and this championship is not decided just yet.
It isn't, and the gap between Oliver Eriksson, who is in pole, and between him and Robin Larsson, there are 3 points between them. There's a total of 8 points for the win in the final, and then it goes 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in points. So Robin Larsson's got to do something magical from the back row.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many combinations of which will mean that each driver would win what. I mean, it's probably not worth trying to work it out and list it now. We'll just have to try and do it live as they're going around. But yeah, Robin's got a bit of a fight on his hands, but if they fix that car, then...
Ready to race. Okay. Light is on. It's all blown wide open in this championship. Nothing is secure yet. There's the green light. Oliver Eriksson has a great start. Robin Larsson coming from the back there, already moved up into 4th position. What can he do in 5 laps, Dan?
I mean, there's one thing I know for sure is that he is going to fight, but... I mean, if it stands at the moment, of course, Oliver is going to take the championship if they hold these positions, but you can guarantee that Robin Larsson is going to be fighting hard for this championship. He's not going to let it go to waste right now, but out in front, Oliver Eriksson, he didn't crack under the pressure of having Robin back in the championship fight, and he managed to nail the start and get away in front.
Now it's 3 times Eriksson at the front there. We've got Oliver Eriksson, championship leader in the front, Sebastian Eriksson second, and Oliver's brother Kevin Eriksson in 3rd. So Robin has his work cut out for him in front here, because these are all guys that either drive for Olsberg MSC or are somehow connected.
Yeah, so Robin is going into this as a bit of a one-man army, isn't he? 1 against 3, but yeah, I'm sure he's going to be laying the pace down. Of course, he's already made his way up into 4th place, and but the guys in front aren't going to make it easy for him at all.
Absolutely not. He's got to get through these 2 white cars in front of him, the Fiesta of Kevin Eriksson and the Beetle of Sebastian Eriksson, to make his way closer to Oliver Eriksson. He goes Joker. Robin is in the Joker lap now. Get that out of the way and then start the hunt for those 3 cars again. Also, Carlson slots in front of Robin Larsson.
Carlson yet to do his Joker lap though, so Robin needs to be careful that he doesn't catch up with Carlson and lose a bit of time. For me, I think if you're Ollie Eriksson's spotter now, I think you would send him into the Joker lap, because you've got the gap over Robin, and that's the person you're fighting for this championship. You've got the upper hand on him. If you can get in front of him on track from the Joker tactics, don't give him the breathing space, then the championship's yours. But they've not decided to send him in just yet.
What does this do mentally? I mean, Oliver Eriksson, we've seen him celebrate this title because Robin Larsson, contact there for Sebastian Eriksson with the tyre barriers. We've seen that has caught out drivers earlier on today, but it looks like everything is okay with his car. But yeah, I was going to say, what does it do to you mentally? You just celebrated a title. You think you've got it secured, and then at the last moment, the other contender makes it to the start of the final.
I mean, it's not really a situation many of us have been in, is it? I mean, I'm not sure how you would handle it, but you've just got to completely recompose yourself and try and get back in the zone. But yeah, he's definitely doesn't look like it's phased him. You can see Robin Larsson's all over the back of Carlson now. This is going to be costing him time.
This is what you said was going to happen. He was going to catch up to Carlson. Carlson was going to, you know, slow him down a little bit as we've got Kevin Eriksson out of the Joker lap merge. Robin Larsson completely sideways there, trying to get past. And had he been past, oh my God, Kevin Eriksson into the tyre barrier at the end of the start straight. Disaster for Oliver Eriksson. He was in the lead of this race.
Oh my, I can't believe it. I think maybe he's just dropped on the brakes. I'm looking at the commentary position, and the car is broken on the car.
Oliver Eriksson from the lead of the final and into the tyre barrier with broken steering.
This is still not over yet though, but it depends what happens to Robin Larsson. It could, you know, if it depends on where he finishes now as to where the championship's going to lay him.
Now he's second.
So
164
so
plus
Robin,
5 points, 169.
Plus 1.
That's going to be a 1 point difference. And the title goes to Robin Larsson. I'm at a loss for words.
Ollie Eriksson.
I'm at an absolute loss for words. Oliver Eriksson out there on track with broken steering, trying to get his way to the finish of this race. You know, finishing that final with 1 point gives him 168 points. Robin Larsson finishing in second position gives him 5 points. That's 169. Here we see a replay of what happened with Oliver. He's already broken the steering at this point.
He just broke, the car broke on him on the brakes. He didn't, that's nothing to do with him himself. He just hit the brake pedal.
But could he have had contact with that tyre barrier up at the
chicane,
yeah.
Potentially. I mean,
because that has happened to a couple of drivers already today. Unbelievable what we see unfolding here. Absolutely unbelievable.
So that means now,
according to our calculations, Robin is the RallyX Nordic champion 2019. And here we see Oliver laying down on the gravel, cannot believe what has just happened. This is the most incredible turn of events I think I've ever seen, Dan.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And I am so gutted for that man right there. He did nothing wrong. And it's just been taken from him after celebrating, thinking he'd won it, and then he's not.
Robin?
Yeah, I won.
You've won. You are the 2019 RallyX Nordic champion.
I don't know where I am. First time we were out, then I got caught up by Carlson, and then I saw Oliver out of the race, so I don't know where I am right now.
1 point, the difference between you and Oliver. It's been up and down between you all season, and then drama again in this final.
I don't know what happened to him, but I'm so glad because we had the speed all week, and then it was taken away from us in the semi-final with some issue, and the start didn't work in the pre-start, the reader, so I just full throttle in the first gear, and it went. I did everything it could with this Audi today.
Never gave up?
Never.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I mean, you can feel the happiness for Robin Larsson, but I have to say my heart is broken along with Oliver Eriksson. Just those scenes of him burying himself in his hands, down on his knees, out on the track there. None of them can quite believe what has just happened. I really am at a loss for words. Here we see a replay of that final. Dan, you got to help me out with words here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably the same as you, you know, but Ollie, you could see you had a very sensible start. you know, he drove away. He's already got a gap at this point. Robin's back in 4th place. And at this stage in the race, Ollie's the champion. And everything just got taken away from him. I mean, maybe we'll see if he clips the barrier anywhere. We're watching him now. Can't really see. No, he didn't touch the barrier there.
Didn't touch the
There's
barrier
Seb
there.
going wide.
But his steering was broken coming down that straight. You know, that's what put him into the tyre wall. He didn't have anywhere else to go.
It was as he hit the brake pedal, the steering of the car just gave way. We see a slow motion of him over the jump there. Again, nothing seemingly wrong with the car. No contact anywhere. And it just let go of him on the brakes. You can see the...
Yeah, it's actually on the braking. It's like you say, that steering just breaks on the braking. Just how bad luck can you have? Unbelievable. Moments like this will shape you as a competitor, as you know. It's just unbelievable to have to go through this. I mean, what a roller coaster of a day, from celebrating, you know, just can't believe that he managed to do it and he did it for the team, and then to have it all just completely turn upside down. The emotion must just be unbelievable.
From something that's not even a fault of his own. That's the worst thing about this. If he'd made the mistake himself, he could turn around and say, yeah, okay, I made that mistake, but he didn't do anything wrong. And you can see there, Kevin Hansen, Timmy Hansen.
Kevin's here as well. Timmy
as
is here.
well.
They know all about disappointments in this sport, and they are there for him. And Ollie's going to need a lot of hugs.
Yeah, definitely. So gutted. So gutted.
I mean, it's what makes this sport great, and it's what makes this sport so incredibly brutal, are moments like these. Right, Supercar final is won by Kevin Eriksson. Congratulations to him. He's winning on his 2nd time out in this series. Robin Larsson in 2nd place, getting the championship title. Unbelievable. Sebastian Eriksson in 3rd. Whew. And there is confirmation of that 1 point difference. Robin Larsson is now the 2019 RallyX Nordic champion, in front of an incredibly disappointed Oliver Eriksson in 2nd, Jari Kalliokoski in 3rd position. I think the people who have been here today, all of you watching at home, I think everyone is stunned at these turn of events. But of course, at this point in time, Dan, we've got to be happy for this man, because he did it. And you will hear the team boss at JC Race Technic, all the boys behind this team, they've all worked incredibly hard, as of course has the Olsberg MSC team. Everybody works so hard, but right now, we've got to be happy for that man.
Yeah, got to be very happy, and I'm sure Robin is going to be thanking Matthias when he gets back to the awning, isn't he, for Matthias's technical problem. But yeah, and that just flipped it around, didn't it? And that was the opportunity he needed, and he did it.